In a quiet village nestled by a winding river, there lived a young man named Jax. He was ordinary in many ways, not gifted with extraordinary talents, yet his heart burned with visions of a meaningful life. He longed to achieve something profound, to leave a mark on the world. But chaos ruled his days. Tasks lay unfinished like scattered leaves in the wind. Routines slipped through his fingers, and he chased grand ideas without ever grounding them. Someday soon, he'd whisper to himself, everything will align. But that someday lingered forever out of reach, a distant mirage. His elders spoke of discipline, of steady paths, but their words faded like echoes in the mist. Jax clung to the belief that true change demanded a thunderous leap, a moment of heroic effort that would shatter his old ways. The thought of such intensity overwhelmed him, so he waited and waited. One serene afternoon, as Jax wandered the riverbank, he encountered an elder sage resting beneath an ancient willow tree. The sage, with eyes like calm pools, observed Jax's restless spirit and offered a gentle smile. "Young one," he said softly, "do you seek the hidden current that carries one to fulfillment?" Intrigued, Jax leaned in. The sage shared an ancient parable. Long ago, in a humble grove, a gardener sowed a seed of the towering reed. Each dawn he tended it with quiet devotion, watering its soil, shielding it from storms. A year passed, nothing stirred. 2 years, still silence. The villagers whispered doubts, mocking his persistence as folly. Other flora bloomed swiftly around it, reaching for the sun, while the reed seed remained hidden. Yet the gardener continued, unwavering in his care. Then, in the 5th cycle of seasons, transformation unfolded. In mere weeks, the reed surged skyward, stretching over 70 spans high, its form strong and unyielding. The villagers marveled. How could this be? It seemed dormant, perhaps lifeless. But beneath the earth, it had woven a vast web of roots, deep, resilient, preparing in stillness for its ascent. So it is with the essence of growth. What appears idle is often the forging of inner strength. Jax sat in profound silence, the sage's words sinking like roots into his soul. He saw his own folly, forever chasing the storm while ignoring the gentle rain that nourishes. No longer would he await the grand upheaval. He would cultivate the subtle flows. "Tell me, wise one," Jax asked with newfound humility, "what seeds might I plant each day?" The sage's voice flowed like the river. "Begin with the dawn's embrace. Rise an hour before the sun crests the horizon. This gives you over 300 additional hours in a year's turning, moments for quiet cultivation of the self." Jax pondered this, vowing to greet the morning light and channel it toward his inner growth. Next, immerse in wisdom's pages daily. Even 10 leaves turned each day completes a dozen scrolls annually. These words reshape your thoughts, expand your horizons, illuminate paths unseen. Though fond of tales, Jax had shunned deeper texts. Now he committed to this ritual, letting knowledge seep in like morning dew. Then plant modest intentions. Scribe 200 words each day, and by year's end, a volume emerges. Remember, countless droplets carve the mightiest canyon. Shifting from lofty dreams to these humble steps, Jax began mapping his days with care. Avoid the thief of delay. When hesitation creeps, count backward. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and step forth. Or pledge just 2 breaths to the task. Momentum will carry you. In days that followed, Jax wielded this charm, banishing postponement, completing what once lingered. Cultivate thankfulness. Each evening, note 3 blessings in your journal. This turns the gaze from lack to abundance, fostering a heart at peace. At first whimsical, this practice soon wove threads of joy through Jax's being, softening his edges. Move the body briefly each day. 10 minutes of mindful motion. Better this steady flow than awaiting perfect conditions. It harmonizes spirit and form. And finally, guard your attention from distractions. When reaching for the device, pause. Does this nourish or deplete? Cap your idle pursuits, redirect to what elevates. Jax recognized the hours lost to fleeting scrolls and games, reclaiming them for purposeful tides. Months drifted by like leaves on the current. At first, the surface remained unchanged, but beneath, foundations deepened. 3 moons, 4, then clarity emerged. His mind sharpened, endeavors flourished, confidence bloomed like lotus in still water. By the cycle's close, Jax stood transformed, disciplined, attuned, a vessel of quiet resolve. In time, he rose as a revered guide in his realm, shaping ventures that touched many lives. When asked the wellspring of his journey, he would reply with a serene gaze. Great heights arise from humble rhythms. Triumph blooms not from chance or innate gifts, but from the daily whispers we heed. To alter your path, seek not the avalanche. Embrace the pebble's steady roll. Like the reed, your labors may veil their fruits at first, but with patience and constancy, you shall rise beyond the stars' reach. And so the river flows on, eternal and wise. If this tale stirred something within you, subscribe to Deep River Tales for more whispers of wisdom. Share in the comments, which small seed will you plant today? Like and share to let these currents reach others. Until our paths cross again, flow gently, cherish the now, and step forward with grace.